Welcome to the Market Frontlines PDAC edition 2026. I'm Lyndsay Malchuk. Now, uranium is back in the global spotlight and capital is getting selective. Sitting with me is Jon Bey, CEO of Standard Uranium, a company building a serious footprint in the Athabasca Basin with a project generator model and a 12-project portfolio heading into 2026 exploration. Jon has positioned Standard Uranium to play offense in this cycle while still managing risk. And that balance is not easy to pull off. Jon, it's so great to have you here. It's the beginning of the show and, you know, the feeling in the air is let's do this, right? It's been a good go so far. How are you feeling?
Feeling very optimistic, feeling very excited. 2026 is shaping up to be an incredible year for us, and we're very busy. So a lot going on at the PDAC. Always great to be back here to share our story with investors and peer companies and anyone that wants to hear it.
That's so great. So you and your VP are here and the rest of the team, boots on the ground. How is it looking over there?
It's fantastic. We started our first drill program at our Corvo project in early February.
Yeah.
The weather was too warm, so a lot of companies had their programs slow down, so the roads were just not frozen, so we had to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Last few weeks, it's gotten really cold, minus 30, minus 40, so the roads have hardened up. The drills have been spinning hard, so now everything's going very smoothly. So we're really excited to have our team crushing it at the drill site. And my VP and President, Shaun Haliker, is here with me at PDAC, and we're just looking forward to a great week here.
Oh my gosh, it is a fantabulous week kickoff for sure. Now, your last drilling results, you say you projected a generator. What are you actually insulating shareholders from? I mean, where does the real torque for this actually occur?
Yeah, the real torque for our shareholders happens when we're drilling and we make discoveries. So for us, the main goal is to get as many of our projects moved forward, as many drill programs happening, and that's a lot of shots on goal. And hopefully some of these drill programs that could turn around and have great success. Right. That's when the big torque is for the shareholders, when those drills hit the high grade.
Absolutely.
And a junior exploration company, especially in uranium space, drilling success is a huge win for the shareholders.
So good. Now, where you are, what is the biggest milestone that you've hit where you're like, this is the game changer? And then flip to that, actually, what's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
I'd say the biggest game changer for us is around our Davidson River project. It's our flagship. We built the company around that in 2017. We've done 4 exploration drilling programs on it. We've gotten into some good drill results, but not a major discovery yet. Now, we had a couple things going for us, but one thing we were missing. And what we had was we were able to do some geophysics and identify the main conductors, but we couldn't get proper gravity done due to the overburden. So a real game changer for us happened last year when we brought in a company called Fleet Space. They're an aerospace company out of Australia. They've got a technology that allows us to actually sort of do 3 geophysical surveys at once. It's an ANT survey, but it also allows us to get into the gravity, pulling back the top 2 layers of the overburden. So that allows us to have the proper gravity on top of the conductors we have. So now we're able to pinpoint our drill program going back, and we're fully funded to go drill Davidson this summer. So our shareholders and our team, so excited to get back to Davidson River and really drill it again.
That's some really great data coming out of that. What is the biggest thing that you think that shareholders or the market even right now is just mispricing or not understanding quite yet about Standard Uranium?
I think the market, when they see drill programs happening, they see it as a binary sort of function. Either you make a big discovery or it's a failure. And that's really not true. These drill programs, especially in uranium space, you've got to be consistent. You've got to keep going back. You've got to use your science and your data to really pinpoint and get you to that next drill program. So we've been doing that for a number of years now. The data is getting better and better. Our geologists are so excited to get back to Davidson this summer. Yeah. And we're going to be hitting that off in about mid-May and probably going to be drilling all through the summer. So we're drilling right now. We started drilling in February, and we've got so much, I guess, excitement around the programs that we're going to be drilling our Corvo project. And we're going to start drilling our Rocus project in about 2 weeks. And then we'll come back and do Davidson River. And there'll be some more surprise news coming for our shareholders later this year with more projects getting drilled as well.
So exciting. Now, we all know that team is a really big thing and really holding on to that talent. It starts from the top and that loyalty comes down. Tell us about your team and your management.
That's a great question. And one thing that's pretty important to know that uranium-specific geologists are very hard to find. With the market heating up and everyone wanted to get into uranium right now in Saskatchewan, it's really hard to find good talent. When I brought Shaun Haliker on from NextGen back in 2020, we were a small little company, and now Shaun's been able to hire 3 other geologists, and we've got a few more that we're about to bring onto our team this year as well. And so those are all people who were born and raised in Saskatchewan, uranium-specific geologists that have been working in the basin for decades plus. So our team is really specific. We've had other companies trying to poach our talent, and we've held them together because we've got a nice team built. They're all good friends. They all love working together. They all make the big discovery at Standards, and we're looking to really push it this year.
That's where the loyalty stays, right there, right?
Yes.
What about your community? Tell us about the community you're in. Water, power, Indigenous, everything.
So we have 12 projects, and we're all across the Athabasca Basin, our flagship being in the southwest corner.
Yeah.
And that sits in the Clearwater River Dene Nation. That sits about 25 kilometers west of NextGen's Arrow deposit, which is about to get their final permit, hopefully in the next few months. And they're going to start building that mining mill across the street from us. So the First Nations have been huge supporters of that project. They really want that to get built and get lots of opportunities for their group. On top of that, in the north, we work with a group called the Yathanini. They are a group that looks after many of the First Nations bands, and we've signed exploration agreements with them about 3 years ago, and they've been great partners to work with. And we've got a couple other announcements coming up in the next week with some First Nations groups on the eastern side of the basin that we're going to be working with. So stay tuned for that.
That's great. Absolutely. Well, what a great conversation. And just, a little highlight on what's happening over at Standard Uranium. What's your website and what's your ticker? Where can we find you?
You can find us on the TSX Venture and STND, Standard Uranium. The website is www.standarduranium.ca.
Perfect. Thanks, Tom, for joining us. Enjoy the show, and we can't wait to have you back.
Thank you, Lyndsay.
Again, that was Jon Bey, CEO of Standard Uranium. The company, again, trades on the TSX Venture under STND, and you can learn more at standarduranium.ca. Uranium rewards patience, but it also rewards structure. The capital that wins in this market is not emotional, it's positioned. The question is, who is built to capture the next big leg? I'm Lyndsay Malchuk with Appeton Media, and this has been the Market Frontlines. We'll see you next time.